So question 10 starts with a bit of reading and a bit of thinking. And we're getting 3 marks here just for having a think about this. We're told that the nest is 20 meters above sea level and t is the seconds after it leaves its nest. So my suggest to you that when you put a 0 in here, the answer is going to be 20. So I'm going to write 20 equals 140 divided by A plus all of that with a 0 in it. If you put a 0 in the sign, that gives 0. Put a 0 in the cos, that makes 1. So I've got A minus 28 on the bottom. So rearranging, I think A minus 28 equals 7 and A is equal to 35. The question doesn't say just find out what A is. The question says write down the complete equation. So I've got 140 over 35 plus blah 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 blah. Keep going. Now it continues with the look at this piece of trig, and it tells you what to do here. You've seen these enough times before. Is that we're going to use our formula book to write out what this gives. So we've got 53 sine 2t cos alpha. There's a minus in the middle, so I've got a minus here. 53 cos 2t sine alpha. And joining those things up, you see the sine 2t here and the sine 2t there. So I've got 53 cos alpha is equal to 45, and I've got 53 sine alpha is equal to 28. Dividing one by the other gives me that tan alpha is 28 over 45, and doing an inverse tan of that and making sure I'm in degrees mode gives me 31.9 degrees. So now I'm going to think, well, what was that formula a minute ago? It was h equals 140 over 35 plus something else. But that was this thing here. And so I'm just going to rewrite this formula now as 35 plus 53 sine 2t minus 31.9 degrees. We're asked here for the minimum height, so if I want that to be as low as it can possibly be, I want this to be as high as it could possibly be. And the highest this sine could ever be is 1, so the highest the whole thing could ever be is 53. 53 add 35 on the bottom, 140 on the top, and that makes 1.59 meters. Now part D, I think there's a little bit of words missing when we go back to the previous thing there. I think basically what they want you to say is that at this point here, the bird's back in its nest, and I don't think it actually says that in the question here. So I'm suggesting here that at value t, it's gone back to its nest at 20. And that's what they want you to do in the mark scheme. I just don't think they really said it in the question. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a 20 in here. 20 equals 140 over 35 plus 53 sine of 2t minus 31.9. And I'm going to say that that equals 20. I've already done it, haven't I? We know one of the answers is going to be t equals 0, but we can work down all of this, and this gives us that, that the sine of 2t minus 31.9 is 140 divided by 20, take away the 35. So I've got that thing there, it's minus 28 divided by the 53. If you inverse sine that, then you get that 2t is equal to either 0 or 243.8. And that means that t is equal to 0 or 121.9. And so the limitation in t is that t is equal to 121.9. Do you need any more of that? What do I get from the rearranging? Just there to there was the inverse sign. Then the second answer is 180 minus, and then I added the 31.9. That's the what we've got there.